Lineup for Pat Murphy. The Brewers over their last 36 games, 26-10 for the former college coach at Notre Dame and Arizona State. Jackson Chourio will lead things off. It's a day off for Christian Yelich. Bryce Terang hit a couple homers last night. He will bat second. William Contreras a solo homer last night. Andrew Vaughn, Gary Sanchez, Garrett Mitchell, Luis Rengifo, Blake Perkins getting a start, and it'll be Joey Ortiz batting ninth and playing shortstop for Murph. Quick turnaround for clubs Saturday night, especially when you have a later start.
Yeah.
Rockies first pitch last night 7-10. So it is a quick turnaround for everyone involved, and making his way to that familiar spot on the Coors Field mound is Kyle Freeland. And we've talked about this quite a bit, boys. Kyle got off to a fabulous start. His first three outings were sensational, and he was punching tickets at a rate we haven't seen since he really first arrived. But since coming off the injured list, it's been, there's no other way to describe it, it's been a rough go.
Yeah, and it's really unfortunate because he was just rolling along, 220 batting average in those first three games, 15 2/3. You know, I'd go back to that start, though, he had against Anaheim. There was flashes of what we saw early, and then unfortunately a couple things happened and it didn't get there. But, you know, for Kyle, I think that slider, that slurvy pitch that he has, really had a lot of break on it in the Anaheim series. And that is our StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. Fastball, knuckle curve, cutter, changeup, sweeper, sinker. The changeup this year, he's thrown it about 16% of the time, where last year it was 5.9% of the time. And so for Kyle to get back to utilizing that changeup when he needs to, as a matter of fact, right on cue, he's going to throw a warm-up changeup to Hunter Goodman.
Well, I will tell you guys, when Kyle was walking into the dugout today, it was the most demonstrative I've seen him, as far as like his face. Almost, it looked like he was like angry.
Yeah, well,
in a way that I have not seen.
Yeah, we know, we've said it a million times in his 10-year career here, he is not just a good competitor, he's a vicious competitor in everything he does. He's a marvelous athlete, and one of the issues has been keeping the ball in the ballpark.
Well, I think since you talked about being vicious, his teeth are out today.
His teeth are out. Let's hope so. Jackson Chourio, who's 0 for 10 in the series, will step up first. And under a beautiful, almost cloudless day, the first pitch is punched into right for a base hit for Chourio. So he's now 1 for 11 in the series. Let's take a look at the Rockies defensively. We'll begin in the outfield. Willie Castro. It's almost like, hey, where is Willie today? He's in left field. Jake McCarthy in center. Troy Johnston is in right. In the infield, Karros, Tovar, Chad Stevens at second, and TJ Rumfield at first. Hunter's doing the catching. Last night he was the DH with Brett Sullivan having the gear on. Bryce Terang, 2 solo homers yesterday, and he takes ball 1.
Third time in his career he's had a multi-home run game.
Spilly, you're the extremely well-traveled one. I guess we all would fall under that banner of being well-traveled in this sport. But I know you talked to a lot of people, especially with your work during the WBC, and they were marveling at Bryce Terang's raw power for a guy that's not, you know, huge. He's 6 foot, 185, 190 pounds.
Well, and again, it goes back to last August. He made a small adjustment to get himself back. He was wide, so he was trying to make contact, put the ball in play, slap it, and then he got tall. So he started standing tall like Christian Yelich. And if you look from August 2nd through the rest of the year, he hit 12 home runs in about 150 at-bats.
Really has the hands pretty high, too.
1-2. There's a 4-seamer trying to get him to chase. He didn't offer at it, so it's 2-2.
And I did the math last night, so it's 404 at-bats since his adjustment from last year. He's hit 20 home runs.
That's basically, in a full season, you're looking at probably 30 homers. That's a power guy. We showed you a graphic yesterday or the day before, the ascent offensively of Bryce Terang, who when he arrived had a marvelous glove, and now he is a true star level player on both sides of the baseball. 2-2 from Kyle. He's going to step off and move Cheerio back.
It just goes to show you, too, for Terang playing for the Milwaukee Brewers, the exposure he got in the WBC. You know, and now his name's out there. If he was playing for another club, you know, a bigger market club, that name would have already been there.
Absolutely. Two-two, and that is outside. 3-2. Spencer Allen, new first base coach for Milwaukee, goes over and visits with Cheerio, and he emphatically nodded his head.
Like,
that was interesting.
Yeah.
I got the information, Coach.
Thank you, though.
Not going. 3-2 is fouled back. Billy, when you look at Kyle and you try to compare and contrast from the first 3 starts of the year, I know it seems like a long time ago, you know, late March, early April, and look at what he's done lately, just pitch shape and all those things. What are you seeing?
I think the velocity is just down. The separation between fastball and changeup is gotten really short. So you're not getting, I mean, if the fastball's at 93 and your changeup's at 87, okay, that works. If your fastball's at 91 and your changeup's at 87, it doesn't work anymore.
It's at 92 so far early in this game. And he gets a strikeout on a cutter. And that's a big first out as he gets Terang. And I don't care how much success you've had, Huey, in this game and how long you've been around. Sometimes the game robs you all the time of confidence.
Right, and for Kyle, you know, he throws that first pitch to Cheerio and he hits it off the end of the bat for a base hit. You could easily go, oh man, is it going to happen again?
So 1 out. Here's Contreras.
That's why I think that using the fastball a lot to Terang, you know, he fouled off some pitches, ended up being an 8-pitch at bat, but everything was either a 4-seamer or a cutter.
Conservative lead with the lefty for Cheerio, and that pitch misses. 2-0. The other element for me that's missing from Kyle's game is the ground ball rate is way down. And how many times through the years, fellas, did we say, you know, when there was a little bit of traffic, it's a Kyle Freeland special. All of a sudden there's first, second, 1 out. He gets a ground ball double play. He walks off the field.
Yeah, this year it's 35.9, which is a career low, and his fly ball rate is up.
2-1. Three and 1 on Contreras, who hit his 5th home run of the season last night. He was 2 for 5. He's a lot like Hunter Goodman, and he's utilized as such by Murphy. He DHs. This is not hit particularly hard. See if the Rockies can twist one. There's one on the first in time. There's your 5-4-3 double play. And Kyle can strut off the field. We go to the bottom of the first inning. There's Willie Castro, the veteran switch hitter, getting ready to go. When the Rockies are facing a lefty, Willie for Warren Schaefer is leading things off, and he's done a really nice job at the top of the lineup in those occasions. Ezekiel bats second, then it's TJ Rumfield, Hunter Goodman. Kyle Kara slides up to the 5th spot. As Huey told you, it's the 3rd time this year he's batted in the 5-hole. Jake McCarthy will follow. Braxton Fulford getting a start. Chad Stevens getting a start. And Troy Johnston against the lefty will bat 9th. The Rockies trying to salvage 1 of 3 against the NL Central leading Milwaukee Brewers. And Shane Drowan is on the mound. He came from Boston in that Durbin trade.
Yeah. And his
yesterday.
Yeah, 3rd start of the year. He did have a start on Monday against San Francisco. 4 innings, couple runs, 4 hits, 68 pitches.
Yeah, his other 10 outings are out of the pen. He has a high water mark of 78 pitches this year. Got a good arm.
He does.
This is popped up right side. This is going to be a battle for everybody with the sun.
Yes.
And losing it is Terang. Was it not last Sunday that we were talking about the sun? Didn't we have 2 balls drop last Sunday?
Yeah. This has nothing to do with the high sky. It's everything to do with the ball's just in the sun. And Terang, no sunglasses on. It would have been an easier play for Vaughn at first because he had the angle.
And neither one of them are wearing sunglasses.
That's a knock.
Yeah, there's a knock. And Tovar tries to push a bunt. It's been a while since we've seen Tovey Spilly in the 2-hole. You have to go back to April 11th. I was a year younger on April 11th. I was.
You were, technically, you are right.
I still think the push bunt, if he wants to try it again, works really well.
And just push it right into the area of the second baseman.
Willie takes off, and this ball is into the gap in right center. It'll get down. Willie paused at second, and it gets away from Mitchell. Green light coming home. Castro will score standing up. That's the start the Rockies were looking for.
And so much to digest in this play. Okay, first of all, you know, Willie gets on by the sun ball, and then it's a ball into right center field. Willie sliding into second. A little cut fastball up off the label, but Willie slides into second, not quite sure where the ball is, and then he gets a reverse spin, and it pops by Mitchell. So you get a double RBI. Willie's able to pop up, come around, and now he sees it get by, so he's able to score.
And yeah, there was a lot going on.
We're 5 pitches in.
That was a straight RBI double. Rumfield, he hits this ball pretty well in center field. Mitchell gathers it in, tagging appropriately is Tovar, and he moves up 90 feet. For the Rockies, a chance for a couple of runs here in the first. Let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. Chirios in left. Mitchell, we've just been talking about him in center. And Blake Perkins is in right. Rengifo is in third. Joey Ortiz at short. Terang, Gold Glover at second. Andrew Vaughn, former White Sox at first base. And Gary Sanchez, who's played for quite a few teams, is behind the plate. So now Hunter.
Bring the infield in.
Yep. Well, I was watching the final of the French Open this morning, and that spin on the, you know, you see a lot of spin on the red clay of Roland Garros. That's what that looked like in the outfield for Garrett Mitchell. Like, whoa. 1-1 on Hunter.
And really nothing he could do. Talking about Garrett Mitchell, just the way the ball, because he's coming to cut it off where he thinks it is, or it's going to be, and then it completely shoots away from him.
Good swing, 1-2.
And now you got to find any way you can move this ball forward.
Hunter had such an at bat. Remember in the 9th inning on Friday night, that sac fly in an 0-2 pitch.
He hit it to right field. Yeah.
He's going to be looking to do here anyway, as Billy said. 2-2. We always talk about, you know, homers and balls in the gap, giving you confidence offensively. I would think Spilly that 0-2 fly ball a couple of nights ago gave him, not that he needs any more confidence. He should be super confident. He's a great hitter. And that was helpful, I would think. This is fisted to first, and this will work. He got it in play. I mean, that's exceptional. Find a way to get it in play, right? No empty at bat. Hunter gets an RBI, and the Rockies have a quick 2-0 lead, Huey.
Yes, and getting it in play means sometimes just breaking your bat. And that bat was broken, but again, you have the runner at third in Tovey. He gets a great read on it. He's going immediately. And if we could give a half an RBI to TJ Rumfield, I would.
But you can't.
But you can't. But you understand what I'm saying? He advanced the runner to third to give Hunter that opportunity.
You can give him a high five later.
Okay.
He'll accept
that.
You can give him an NHL assist. 1 ball, 1 strike on Karras.
Got it. Give him the first assist.
Theodore got the game-winning goal last night for Vegas, and he had nothing really to do with it. This ball is lined to right and deep, and it is run down by Blake Perkins. But another at bat for Karras, where he drives the baseball. Very productive bottom of the first for Colorado. They scored twice. They have the early advantage on the Brewers.
Shane Drohan. And then the heater index is all about Kyle Freeland's heater, making sure velocity's up because it sets up all of his other secondary pitches. And then, of course, it's always Sunday Fun Day. Rockies just looking to salvage a win here against this Brewers team.
That's a fun bottom of the first inning.
Took advantage of the sun ball. The Rockies with that 2-0 lead. 1 ball, 1 strike on Andrew Vaughn. Temperature in the 90s today. Spill, you want us to send you a coat? We have several up here in the locker.
That'd be great.
Okay. Get it down to you.
Just make sure
Foul
you
by Vaughn.
Pack one for Vegas when we go there this next week.
Suits and ties for Spilly in Vegas.
Hey, how about this though? With the 149th ground ball double play induced since 2017, leading all active in that first inning. That was big for Kyle.
It was huge. We were talking about right before it the fact that his ground ball rate is at a career low, and it sounded like a broken record to the first 9 years of his career. Okay, a little bit of traffic, but Kyle will get a ground ball, and he typically has. And you saw a graphic that Huey just read. #1 of any pitcher.
And that's a 53rd double play the Rockies have turned this year.
And the Rockies will always be and should always be near the top, if not at the top, as that's fouled off, of turning double plays, because playing half your games at Coors Field, even if you have an elite pitching staff, there's going to be more traffic, more opportunities, therefore, to turn double plays. Vaughn, former 3rd pick in the draft out of Cal Berkeley, 2-2, and another foul ball.
Was that last double play that the Rockies had in the first inning? I mean, it was really pretty, especially with Chad Stevens at second. His turn was unbelievable.
We've learned, and we learned this during March, Chad Stevens is a really good defender. Play him a variety of spots. He's a college shortstop. Now it's annoying.
You can hear
that caught too? Back-to-back really good catches.
Yes.
One with bare hands, and that one with the glove down the right field line. So if this was a bananas game, Vaughn's 0 for 2. He's out twice. Three and 2.
The last one, this is why you bring your glove. Okay, you bring it, you protect people, and you have a souvenir to go home with.
He did protect people. There's a family right behind him. And that's a base hit to center for Vaughn.
That was a pro at bat.
It's a pro at bat because at no point in time did he just sit there and say, all right, I have a guy that I'm going to try to pull.
He came off the bat 102.9. Just shoots it past Chad's kind of up the middle. But then when that goes to his glove side, really didn't have time to react to get over there because it was hit so hard.
Well, in the same position we were last inning. Well, we were just discussing, see if Kyle with Gary Sanchez up can get a ground ball. It's strike 1.
Well, just like Contreras, they hit it. I mean, Sanchez, if he hits it on the ground, it's a double play candidate for sure.
Two strikes. 33-year-old Gary Sanchez, 194 career home runs. Retreating in right is Johnston. And will make the catch. And that'll bring up Garrett Mitchell.
Center fielder number 5, Garrett Mitchell.
Going 1 on Mitchell.
Looks like Kyle's got a pretty good feel, at least early on here, with that cut fastball.
Oh, 2 on Mitchell. Originally a first rounder for the Brewers. 2020 draft, the COVID draft of 5 rounds out of UCLA. Bruins are going to have a lot of guys drafted this year.
You got number 1. Their shortstop.
Well, their shortstop could go, as you said, 1 overall. Cashel Duggar, he has a particular affection for. There's a strikeout. Should go somewhere, maybe 4 through 8 rounds. Keep Duggar's son, catcher.
This looked like the old knuckle curveball from Kyle. After a couple cut fastballs, he goes knuckle curve. For his second strikeout today.
2 outs. Vaughn stuck at first. Rengifo at the plate.
Rengifo a couple years ago was really good. Then he got hurt. And he used to train with Luis Ariz, like trying to do all the same short swing, same actions.
Rengifo switch hit. So does the guy in the on deck circle, Blake Perkins. Did either one of you guys, Spilly, be probably more you because you already hit left-handed. Did you ever mess around trying to hit lefty?
I did in high school, and my high school coach said, "Hey, you think Hank Aaron would have hit as many home runs if you switch hit?"
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wow.
The whole truck is alarmed. Did you just compare yourself to Henry Aaron?
No, he was just saying, like, why would you swap out your good side to be back on the left side? You know, like, in theory, it's great to be a switch hitter, but if you hit, you hit. Just stick with one side.
That's a rocket up the middle and a long run for McCarthy because he was in right center. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Vaughn is going to get a green light, and Vaughn will score. Well, we always talk about how big Coors Field is. It also, because this facility is so well maintained, that outfield grass is really slick, and
well, look where this
all
ball
the way
hit.
to the wall.
But look where the ball hit on the grass. Not
well.
I guess he had the one against the.
Well, he's hit homers against the Dodgers and the Angels.
Yeah,
in his young career, he's inflicting damage in his hometown area. Good take, 3-1. The Rockies hope. I think Kyle believes. You know, as he matures, you know, he's going to be a 15, 20-plus home run, slick fielding third baseman who draws a lot of walks. And again, he leads the Rockies in that department. Such a great feel as a young hitter, in particular for the strike zone. So with 1 out, with the Rockies ahead 2-1, he jogs down to first, and that'll bring up Jake McCarthy.
Oh, we heard Spilly talk about it with Paul DePodesta today about the strike zone discipline. That's something that needs to be better. Well, Kyle's the leader of the pack in that right now. Just the way he's already got that locked down.
You have to draft it. You have to sign it. I know Paul and Josh Burns believe this. And then you have to teach it, develop it at the minor league level. This is to second. There's one and there's two. That'll end the inning. We go to the 5th inning. Rockies 2 and the Brewers 1. Rockies trying to salvage one out of outstanding crew. I'm Drew Goodman. Good ball game. Top of the 5th. The Rockies 2 and the Brewers 1. Bottom 3rd of the order for Milwaukee. Luis Rengifo, an RBI double in the 2nd. And Friedland's first pitch is fouled off. So Kyle tied Aaron Cook last inning for most innings pitched all time in the Rockies uni. Rockies lost that really tough game on Friday night. They had a 3-1 lead entering the 9th inning. The Brewers have been limited to 1 hit. Ryan Feltner 6 terrific innings. Ended up losing 9, 7, and 10. And then last night they got mizzed.
Yes, they did. He set another record last night. 45 pitches at 101 miles an hour or greater.
Also set the mark for the hardest pitch ever thrown by a starter at 103.7. This is hit well to center. A lot of wind. McCarthy chopping his feet like a athlete does, a former football player, handling that wind nicely. 1 out. Well, Spilly pointed out last night. Yeah, they're announcing it to the crowd, by the way. Kyle Freeland, all-time franchise leader, and he acknowledges the crowd.
That's awesome.
Takes special talent and special perseverance to flat out get here, and then to stick around as long as he has.
Yeah.
It's fitting too that it's a Colorado kid that has the record.
I agree. Blake Perkins at the plate. Billy, going back to last night, we were talking about Mizorowski, and he had 103.7, and you pointed out correctly that the perceived velocity on that pitch, because of his 7.5 inches of extension, which is the best in baseball, in other words, where he's releasing the baseball, it was really a 106-mile-an-hour heater.
I was walking out of the stadium last night with Hunter Goodman. I asked him, I was like, hey, what do you got on the fastball? He was like, that's the best fastball I've ever seen. And it wasn't just the velocity, it was also, he was like, it's where he's releasing the baseball from because he gets low.
I had the same conversation with Brett Sullivan too, because I told Brett, I said, hey, by the way, you're the first guy hitting in the 9th spot in the lineup to get a hit off Miz this year. He's like, no way they keep track of that? I said, yes, they do. So congrats on that. But he said the second thing is, to Spilly's point, he goes, it was really the ball that was down that was just unbelievable. The one that up, yeah, it was hard, all that, but he goes, that ball down, he goes, it just acted like no other fastball I've seen.
That's what a lot of folks are saying. Understandable. 3-2 on Perkins. And Kyle loses him. So a rare walk, first of the ball game, just the 14th walk allowed by Freeland this year. Joey Ortiz coming up. Let's get a message from Bet365.
Did you win?
Let's just say the next round of omelets is on me, fellas.
Bet $10, get $200 in bonus bets.
ball to center field. McCarthy. Two outs.
You can just tell that that ball in the air, nothing's routine.
Jackson Cheerio has 2 of the 4 hits for Milwaukee. Single in the first, double down the third base line in the third.
He's been super aggressive in his first 2 at bats.
It's crazy to think that he's still a puppy. And this kid's 22.
He already has back-to-back 2020 seasons for Milwaukee. They have a loaded system. They have 5 players in the top 100 according to MLB.com. So they haven't brought to the big leagues several of guys. So this ball's well hit to right. And this goes off the wall. Played back in by Johnston. And because he did a nice job handling that off the wall, they had to stop Blake Perkins at third. He was the tying run.
Well, and we know what playing that ball off the wall, sometimes you don't know where the ball is going to go when it hits the metal out there, right, Spilly?
That's exactly right. Well, the part that Troy plays really well is he starts lining up his body and he squares up with the baseball so he can react right or left. And that little move saves a run. If you overcommit and you run straight to the wall and it kicks off, that's where it kicks past you. You have to concede it's going to play off the wall and then get it in as fast as possible.
Hunter calls timeout, visits with Freeland. Key situation here, middle game. Rockies up a run. Second and third for Milwaukee with 2 outs. It's a left-on-left matchup with the uber-talented Bryce Terang, who has struck out and hit a fly ball to center thus far in the game. And that fastball right at the knees on the inside corner. He's pretty much been working at 92 at the heater, which we haven't seen any 3s or 4s, which we did very early in the season. But it's also up a tick or 2 from what we've seen in his last couple of starts. Here's the 0-1.
When you got the guy at the plate who's second in the National League on base percentage. I mean, this guy just does it all. Terang at 405, hitting.
He does everything well. We know he's a great defender. He also has 11 stolen bases.
Get him right here, Kyle.
That's in the strike zone, 1-2.
The cutter knuckle curve combo to lefties has been really nice.
Let's see what he elects to do here. Ahead 1-2. Perkins at third, Cheerio at second. Breaking ball, easy play at first. Terang getting up the line. And Freeland just did get there. The out call by Jordan Baker, and Pat Murphy has his hand up. They're checking it as they should inside.
They're not going to challenge. Right. Oh, yes,
got
Kyle.
there. Well done. Kyle Freeland now the all-time leader in innings pitched in a Rockies uniform, the former TJ product. Well done. Here we go, bottom of the 5th inning. The Red Raiders up. Braxton Fulford batting 7th in the Rockies lineup today. He was caught looking on a 3-2 pitch his first time up. Shane Drowan has pitched well. 27-year-old out of Florida State.
56 pitches too, because his limit today, I might guess somewhere 80. Oh,
this ball smashed to deep center field, and it is off the base of the wall. And Braxton cruises into second with a lead double.
We got a fastball up here on that fastball. Giving up many hits on it, hitting 067 coming into the game on the 4-seam fastball against Shane. And for Braxton, he hits his first double of the year. And at a good time. Now it's going to be up to Chad to advance him to third. Either hit the ball to the right side or maybe push, get a bunt down.
Oh, bunted in the air.
Yeah.
Fortunately, went backwards. Chad just one hit since being called up, and he was leading the PCL in hitting.
Again, I like a second bunt. I like another bunt.
I don't mind it either, bud. I'm with you. Okay.
Well, that works. Ground ball to second.
Either way, he had to get it done in a 2-1 game. A reminder, the Cubs make their only appearance at Coors Field this season. This is Tuesday through Thursday of this coming week. Come out, wear your purple. Make sure you do that and help cheer on your Rockies. Visit Rockies.com/tickets for more details.
So Troy Johnston, who smashed a leadoff double in the third, and the Rockies couldn't get him around. He comes up in an RBI situation, hitting over 400 with runners in scoring position. He didn't wait. Did he get this deep enough now to Chourio in left? Fulford can run. Here he comes. Throw is a little offline, safe at the plate. And the Rockies have a 2-run lead.
A couple manufactured runs by the Rockies today. It's been fun to watch.
And I love, we had this conversation last night. Wasn't especially deep, but I love that Rockies and Fulford challenged.
I think, you know, last night he was coming in a little bit, but watch Chourio. He's more flat-footed right here when he catches it. He didn't really get behind it and work through it. Because of the wind, he had to chop his feet just to make sure he caught it first. And then the throw's off the mark. And then Castro's also helping. You could see Willie helping out Braxton on where to slide.
Yeah, I love that. It's so important. It's such a nuanced aspect of being on the on-deck circles, making sure you get there to help your teammate out.
You become the third coach.
And some teams, I mean, or some players just forget to do it, and that's a huge no-go.
Just drop your bat there, go up, help him, you go back and get your bat. Pretty simple.
You know, if you don't do it, I think it's akin to when a pitcher,
it's a fine.
You feel sorry for themselves maybe, and they forget to get behind home plate on extra bases with traffic on the,
or forget to cover first.
Or forget to cover first. Gonna look first and then react.
Willie's saying this last pitch hit him in the hand.
Or the elbow
guard. Elbow guard. Couldn't really tell on that shot.
Does it redirect?
Yeah, this is probably not worth challenging. And they're not.
Two-one. Here's the 2-2. And this is the short. Ortiz, quick release. Rockies get a run, and they extend their lead to 3-1 as we go to the 6th inning on a Sunday afternoon. Braxton Fulford scoring. Good slot. 3 runs, 4 hits for the Rockies. A run on 5 hits against Kyle Freeland from Milwaukee. Top of the 6th inning. 3, 4, and 5 for the Brewers. William Contreras at the plate. 0-1. And again, congrats to Kyle Freeland, now the all-time leader in innings pitched in a Rockies uniform. Just past Aaron Cook, who still does work for the organization.
If he can get the W too, he would just be 1 behind in wins, tying Markey for 3rd in club history. That would be another great milestone.
One, 2-1. Nope, gonna get a tap first.
The catcher's challenging the pitch.
Hunter. First time he's challenged. ABS powered by T-Mobile. Hunter's been correct about 65% of the time, and he's correct again.
Colorado has 2 challenges remaining.
Hey, Hunter's been so good at doing that. I mean, it's like him and Salvador Perez are like the best in the sport, especially with how many times they've challenged.
That's a soft serve single to left. Dingler with Detroit is way up there as well. And I think it goes beyond just being right. It's the situations that you choose to tap the top of the helmet. We've seen some guys on pretty close to the first pitch of the game. You're like, well, if you're wrong, how much sense does this make? Andrew Vaughn takes low.
That's why it was so funny last night with Blas Castano when he like his pitches are right 33% of the time.
Yeah.
And he got the flip. He got the punch out from it.
Jaden Hill is up because Kyle's at 87 pitches. He's only talking about Kyle's only gone over 90 pitches just twice this season.
Here's a lone Leishman. That's his pitch suggestion. 2-0 on Vaughn.
Still holding the velo though. That last pitch, 92.
You go way back to when he was drafted out of Evansville with the 8th pick overall in 2014, and when he arrived and he started against the Dodgers in 2017 on opening day. He was never a guy with a elite fastball from a velocity standpoint. This ball toward right center. I don't know if Jake can get there. He lays out. He cannot. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. And Contreras gets a green light from Matt Erickson. And the throw is cut off. A run-scoring triple for Vaughn. It's a one-run game, and there's no one out in the 6th.
A couple of these now for Kyle and for Jake out in center field. You had that double by Rengifo when he was over in the right center field gap. This one he was pulled more over in the left. Oh, so close. And then it gets by him.
And they really, I mean, that was a true do or die.
Yeah.
I mean, he couldn't pull up. He couldn't create a new angle. That ball is either you dive and catch the baseball or it's past you. There was no in between.
You got Sanchez, who has been retired twice, but he's not going to face Freeland. Warren Schaefer's going to bring in Jaden Hill. So it's a 3-2 game. Freeland goes 5+. And we'll come back to Coors Field. Same thing today. It was a step in the right direction for Kyle.
Well, he got 7 ground ball outs. He had that double play in the first inning that helped him out. A couple blue pits, but for Kyle, that he threw the cutter a lot today. The cutter, knuckle, curveball, fastball combo. Now, do your thing, Jaden.
Well, the first pitch is swatted over the wall and left by Sanchez, and now the Brewers are in front 4-3. He just jumped all over that first pitch. And this is not far in for Gary Sanchez. That's his 195th career home run.
It's just the 50th home run that the Brewers have hit this year. They're second to last in baseball.
Yeah, but they've hit 6 in the last 18 hours.
And Sanchez, he just uncorks this.
Yeah, he was known in New York as Scary Gary Sanchez. And when he hits it, he hits it.
447 feet.
So Freeland's book is closed. 3 runs over 5 innings. Garrett Mitchell at the plate. Here's the 1 strike. Pitch coming up. Gary Sanchez hit 33 homers 1 year in a Yankee uniform. 2019 he hit 34 homers. Played 2 more years in New York, and that's when his odyssey began. Minnesota, with the Mets briefly. I barely remember that. I don't think I do remember that at all. He had 6 at bats with the Mets.
Well, that's why, yeah.
This ball's well hit right center field. Johnston's going to have to field it off the barrier. And Mitchell into second with a double.
Hit for the team cycle in this first 4 batters. Single, triple, homer, and now a double. 11th double of the season for Mitchell.
And this is where Milwaukee gets creative. You have Rengifo up now from the left side. Nobody out, runner at second. You have to be wary of the bunt. Didn't shorten up. TJ Rumfield on the pull side remains 15 feet behind the bag.
They could probably let him try to pull the ball just based on
the advantage of being a lefty,
right.
A switch hitter here.
Yeah, and you know, for Jaden, he likes to throw that pitch into lefty, so a little bit easier to try to do that.
And then from Pat Murphy's standpoint, Daniel Vogelback, the hitting coach, you have kind of a two-way go. He pulls the baseball, you get the runner over. If he pulls the baseball and finds a hole, you probably get a run.
Yeah, and that's what, you know, the switch hitting ability allows you to do. But he's just calling back Perkins right now, so he's telling him if he gets on him, you're going to bunt.
If you've talked to Murph about his team, he always says, we're not good enough to not do the little things.
He's not afraid to gently admonish his team in public. And I mean it, he's always very positive. His players love playing for him. But if something was not executed, he won't gloss over it. He'll say, we're going to address that.
Yeah, and that's okay. I think holding players accountable is so important. You know, sometimes you're so afraid, oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings, I don't want to do. No, you gotta let it be known right then, this is how we do it. Yeah,
and there's a lot of different ways, you know, to do it. You know, people used to say, I never see Bud Black get angry at players. Buddy would be stern in his office on the occasion of a team meeting. He just didn't do it out front. So there's a lot of ways that you can get a message across.
Well, and that's what Pat does too. He does the same thing. You don't need to do it where
he doesn't
30,000 people will see it.
No, he doesn't bury anyone, but he says, hey, that, you know, this will be addressed, that will be addressed, whatever.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter who he's talking about. That's the thing that separates Pat. And you know this, like as a baseball player, call me out on execution, on things that I can control.
Let's see how the Rockies play this bunt.
There's only one play. You got to hustle, and I don't know, Hill didn't get him. Blake Perkins is going to get a bunt single out of it.
There's the execution.
Yeah, and it has backspin, so he pops it up, but then just backs up and just checks right there. So it's truly in no man's land. Jaden gets off the hill, but it's just the switch hitting of Blake Perkins hitting from the left side.
So now the first 6, the Rockies were up 3-1. First 6 have reached from Milwaukee. Bases loaded, Joey Ortiz with no one out. Ball 1. Contreras started the inning with a single. Vaughn had the triple. Sanchez the 2-run homer. Mitchell a double. A walk by Rengifo, the bunt single by Perkins. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now all of a sudden it's become keep the Rockies in contact with Milwaukee. It's 4-3. One and two. It's also where we pointed out so many times in the recent past, the Rockies have not had a lot of pitchers who can punch tickets. And this is one of those situations. Jaden's ahead 1-2. You need a strikeout here if you can get one. And that'll earn a tap. Trying to terminate the at-bat. Hunter Goodman's going to challenge. UNABS powered by T-Mobile. And it's a ball.
The pitch is a ball. Colorado has 1 challenge remaining.
But it's 100% worth that challenge. Because leverage situation.
It's a leverage situation because then with Cheerio up, you have the chance, if it was strike 3, to get a double play ball and get off the field. Now you've gone as far as you can go with Joey Ortiz. Mitchell at third, Rengifo at second, Perkins at first. And that walk will force in a run. So this has turned into a disastrous top of the 6th inning. 7 straight have reached after the Rockies carved out a run of their own in the bottom of the 5th to take a 3-1 lead.
Now you got Cheerio, who's 3 for 3 today, and he swung at the first pitch every time.
Swings at the first pitch here, misses badly. It's 0-1. Keegan Thompson is now up in the Rockies pen. Gone away to earn an 0-2 count.
And this is maybe where you throw that slider, start it away, and then work it another 4 or 5 inches off the plate.
This is popped up.
This could be tricky.
Yeah, Tovar going back and settling underneath is Castro. Rengifo stays put, 1 out. And that'll bring up Bryce Terang. Terang's 0 for 3. He had the 2-homer night yesterday. Freeland got him all 3 times. Strikeout, fly ball to center, and a ground ball to first.
Just tell how in control Milwaukee's hitters are with their swings.
This is through the right side, a base hit. Rengifo scores. Perkins coming home. And it's a 2-run single for Terang, and he extends Milwaukee's lead 7-3.
So extends his hit streak to 7 games. Nation Subaru pitch cast. Terang just a quick bat through the zone. That was a prime example of what I was just talking about a moment ago. You don't see them swinging from their heels.
going to be replaced by Keegan Thompson when we come back. Here's for life from the Colorado Lottery. Over 210,000 winners in Colorado and counting. And by UC Health, the official healthcare partner of the Colorado Rockies. Rough inning so far in the 6th. And that's being kind. 6 runs from Milwaukee. They've hit around. William Contreras started this mess with a base hit against Kyle Freeland. And now the 3rd pitcher of the inning is Keegan Thompson. Rockies were up 3-1 15 minutes ago. First and third. Ortiz at third, Turang at first. Watch Turang take it off.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing with Turang. 11-13 in stolen bases. They're not going to take their foot off the gas.
And he shouldn't.
No, not at all.
Two and one.
Hey, to your point, Huey, I mean, being at Coors Field, you should never take off the gas until the last out.
Yeah.
Rockies have been out hit 11-4 today.
Milwaukee had only had 5 hits through the first 5 innings, and now 6 this inning.
Here he goes.
He takes off, ground ball, diving stop. Karros has to go to first. RBI ground out, though. Fine play by Karros to prevent that from going to the outfield. So that's the 2nd out. It's 8-3 now. And Contreras has his 39th RBI.
Well, good thing Kyle's 6'5", because he needed every bit of this to lay out. One of those range finders. That's a gorgeous play. Come up with a strong throw.
Andrew Vaughn, who tripled, pops this out of play. Vaughn's 2 for 3. And he missed a lot of time earlier in the season with a broken hand. So good in the 2nd half after being acquired from the White Sox. Milwaukee had the best record in the National League last year. And the outfield grass, Stevens continues to shine defensively. So the Rockies now have plenty of work to do. A 7th spot for Milwaukee. So the Rockies 12 outs to work with offensively, down by 5 after carrying a 3-1 lead into the top of the 6th inning. Ezekiel Tovar will lead things off. TJ Rumfield, Hunter Goodman to follow. It's still Shane Drowan on the mound. 27-year-old. Making just his 3rd start of the year. Worked 10 times out of the bullpen for Milwaukee. He's pretty stretched out.
Well, you heard about his fastball, how it just has a different little life to it. I mean, it is played today.
34% whiff rate on his 4-seam fastball is very, very good. The league, Billy, to your point, coming in, it hit .067 against his heater. We've talked about that Red Sox trade in the offseason. They went out and got Kyle Harrison. He's an all-star. He's 7-1. With a 157 in 11 starts.
And he had a chance to match up against his former club, the Giants, last week, and he just shoved it right down their throat.
Tovey fouls off that 2-2.
For Harrison, in 57 1/3, he's got 73 punch-outs.
They trade pitching, and they seem to get high-quality pitching back.
We were talking about that yesterday with the Brewers. I mean, a lot of media and The fans are asking, what are you going to do to improve the team? How can you keep? They're 1 win away from 40 wins. There's only 3 teams in baseball with 40 wins.
In the air to center field.
Got it!
1 out. TJ Rumpfield making his way to the plate, and we're going to get a message from Jack in the Box.
Get fired up with my new Hot Ones Munchie Meal with a Sriracha Curly Fry Burger or Buffalo Chicken Tater Melt.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Rumpfield fly ball to center, ground ball to first.
Well, Billy, to your point, I mean, for the Brewers too, it's just their 64th game today. Actually, 63rd game today. So they're chasing 40 wins.
It's a challenge too, right? Because obviously you want to continue to get better, win a World Series. But the Brewers have such a stubborn process where they can't just do what everybody's asking them to do.
This ball is pretty well hit to center field, but available for Garrett Mitchell. There's 2 outs. Here's the thing for me. You want depth if you get to the postseason. The number one thing is getting to the postseason. And we see in baseball, I mean, look at the college tournament, for instance, that once you get there, who knows what happens. And it's not always the team with the highest payroll. It's not always the team with, you know, the biggest stars. You got to get hot at the right time. But you have to get to October.
Yeah.
Rockies are going to go in order in the 6th, so we'll go to the 7th. All of a sudden, the Rockies have a 5-run deficit. 1 hit yesterday. 1-7, walk 2. Wow.
Welcome to the PCL.
That doesn't happen in the PCL like ever.
Never.
Gary Sanchez at the plate. He had a 2-run home run in that 6th inning against Jaden Hill. On the first pitch, Jaden Hill threw after coming in for Kyle Freeland. So Freeland goes 5+, 3 runs, 7 hits, a walk, 2 strikeouts. And Jaden Hill had been in a really good place, had a rough one. Castro kind of froze, and now he's going back near the wall, and now he's coming in. A lot of wind. Good job hanging in there by Castro.
A lot of traffic.
Hill's line, a 1/3 of an inning, 5 runs on 4 hits. Garrett Mitchell will come up. So an impressive Albuquerque debut.
Well, Paul was talking about that today, among many things, and it's about that time now where they start moving some of the minor leaguers around. They've been playing for a couple months. They put up some numbers, and they figured out, you know, maybe they need a new challenge. So he said that was not going to be the first one nor the last one. They're going to start doing it more and more.
Mitchell had a double last inning. 2 strikes on Mitchell. Well, it's that time of year, but moves are going to be made on merit. Paul DePodesta is strong on that. Josh Burns. They're not going to move guys just to move guys.
No, and that's key too, because it's not just you know, we're just going to graduate you to the next level. You had to earn that promotion.
And it goes beyond just numbers. Like if the numbers may, you know, on a page look great, but if there's still work to be done in maybe pitch recognition or expansion of the zone, they want that work to be done before you get the sheet of paper saying, hey, guess what? You are graduating. This ball well hit to left field off the bat of Mitchell, and it's off the wall. And Mitchell, back-to-back innings, has doubles.
To your point, everybody has metrics in their organization, and they're not all the same. You have different metrics, but you have to be able to look at that as a whole. And for Mitchell, going the other way over the head for his 12th double over the head of Willie Castro. 2 hands. He kept both hands on the bat. That sometimes allows you to get just a little bit more pop.
Yeah, and you can extend your barrel too through the zone, so you don't lose that strength. Well, and the last little point is for the development of these players. Being versatile, getting starts in multiple positions for enough innings where you feel like you're comfortable doing it.
Oh, Cole Carrick's one of those examples down AAA.
I mean,
play short, play center.
I remember when Brad Hopp got called up. He was a first baseman, and his first outing was in the outfield. You know, so you want to make sure players, even if they're a first baseman, you might have them play in the outfield. So go play in the outfield.
Rockies are doing that with Charlie Condon. He's getting a lot of reps in right field.
Adael Amador is playing some outfield now too.
We go down to the Cal League, one of the top prospects in the Rockies organization, really throughout baseball. The youngster Raldy Brito, and he's putting up good numbers again. There's work to be done on controlling the strike zone, but he plays center field and second base. Rengifo, ground ball to Tovar. 2 outs. Blake Perkins has been called back. Sal Frelick's going to hit for him.
Your attention. Pitching for the Brewers in place of right fielder Perkins, number 10, Sal Frelick.
Frelick, who started in right field the first 2 games, enters the contest as a pinch hitter. This is playable in foul ground for Karros. That'll end the inning. 8-3 as we stretch at Coors Field. Let's go downstairs, check in with Spilly again.
With Kyle Freeland today now matching a career high in innings pitched for the Rockies, the all-time. He's also the ultimate hype man for this Mile High.
71 pitches, but that was back on April 24th against Pittsburgh.
All of the pitching numbers for Milwaukee this year have been outstanding. We have around a 3.3 earned run average overall. Starting pitchers, Penn. Karros takes inside.
From the other thing they haven't done, talking about the Brewers, they have not allowed a whole lot of home runs. It's just 0.8 home runs per 9 innings.
That's crazy.
And when you think about the field in Milwaukee, at times that can be a hitter's ballpark.
Agreed. Spill, I don't know what your numbers there, but I assume you liked hitting there.
I did. Good batter's eye.
2-0, bounced foul past Andy Gonzalez. 2-1 on Karros. Deep drive to right and a walk. McCarthy's on deck. Well, you got to create traffic when you're down by a big number. Rockies have been limited to 4 hits.
Well, 2 of those came in the first inning.
And this is to deep short. Ortiz gets help at first by Vaughn, and there's 1 out. Tyler Freeman yesterday, you're talking about a scary moment. Jacob Mizorowski on the mound, and he threw a cutter in the upper 90s, and it squared up Tyler. And immediately, William Contreras held him up. Third base umpire today, Stu Shearwater, was behind the plate. He held him up, and Tyler was okay. He was removed from the ball game, and today he checked out. He's not in the lineup, clearly, but something to watch. Fortunately, tomorrow is an off day.
That was so scary, and you know, Miz was upset about it.
It's a big chopper, and the flip not in time.
That's what you get. To me, Shane had a little thought in his head, I don't want to throw this hard, because that's why he ran over there and underhanded. And because of that, Jake's able to get a base hit out of it. So you got to understand, right here, spin and throw, but he didn't feel comfortable, I don't think, throwing it.
Or at least put more pace on the flip.
Even then, I think it's still got to be a throw. Glad Jake got the base hit, though.
That'll be the end of the line for Drowan. He has pitched very, very well. When we come back, it'll be Chad Patrick on the mound for Milwaukee. At Patrick, a couple of starts for Shane Drowan has kind of been his piggyback or accomplice. So Chad's on for the 16th time. Last pitched on Wednesday. Rockies with one out have McCarthy aboard, trailing by 5 in the 7th.
I like accomplice. That's fun. It's better than piggyback.
Yeah. For the lefties, Patrick likes the cutter and four-seamer and occasional slider.
And that's going to earn a tap from Julian. He thought that pitch was high. Rockies have one challenge left. He's at a 1-1 count or a 2-0 count. And the ABS tells us it's a 2-0 count. Good challenge by Julian. That's foul. Olayed by Vaughn.
He knew it was foul.
In front of it, Dorn.
Two and two. Stevens is on deck. Rockies got 2 in the first inning. Great start. Milwaukee got a run in the second. Rockies, after 5, had extended the lead to 3-1, even though they did not have many hits. And then the top of the 6th happened. 7 runs for Milwaukee.
They've had 4 innings this year where they've scored at least 7, which leads all of baseball.
Three and 2. And now a tap from
the catcher's challenging the
Gary
pitch.
Sanchez. And Gary is
Milwaukee has 1 challenge remaining.
unfortunately right by a fraction of an inch. So that ends that at bat for Julian. There's 2 gone. And Sterling Thompson's going to pinch hit for Chad Stevens.
Eddie was about halfway back to the dugout because he had a feeling that that was going to be overturned.
Thompson had recently had a 3-hit day. And this ball is to Turang, and that'll end the inning. So the Rockies got an infield hit by McCarthy, nothing else. To the 8th we go. 8-3 Milwaukee. 2 Thompsons in the ball game now. Keegan Thompson remains on the mound, and Sterling Thompson is in left field. Willie Castro, who is in left field, is now at second base. Joey Ortiz at the plate, fouled off. 8 runs, a dozen hits for Milwaukee. 3 runs, 5 hits for the Rockies. Both teams clean defensively. There's Willie. Has to carry an extra bag with him for all his gloves. Actually, it's really 2. And that, all of a sudden, we're having a rash of challenges.
Challenge off.
It's a challenge off. ABS powered by T-Mobile. Hunter is going to win this
Pitch
one.
to strike. Colorado has 1 challenge remaining.
0-2 on Ortiz. Over 2 and a walk. Run scored for Ortiz. At what point as a catcher, boys, do you think you get accustomed when you first graduate from whether it be high school or college and you're now a professional catcher, where you just, as soon as the ball hits the dirt, you just throw it away?
That's challenging the pitch.
Yeah, Junior Valentine just keeps turning around and talking to the audience. Every other pitch is being challenged. Stay hot, Hunter.
Come on, Hunter.
He did.
Pitch to strike. Colorado has 1 challenge remaining.
K.
Junior, I say this with a twinkle in my eye. Just let Hunter call the pitches right now.
Yeah, immediately on the Auto Nation Subaru pitchcast for Hunter. I think, to answer your question, it's when you get to the big leagues, because they really don't do it as much in the minor leagues. As far as throwing the baseball out every time, it's somebody breathes on it.
Every time somebody breathes on it.
I mean, that's pretty much the way it is.
Seems that way. Chourio single, double, double, and a fly ball to left. First 3 hits of the series. The Rockies had held them at bay the first 2 nights. Again, Milwaukee's heading to Vegas to take on the A's. They lead the Central Division. Competitive Central Division. The resurgent St. Louis Cardinals.
That was where I was going. Did you have the St. Louis Cardinals at this point in the season being second in that division prior to the year starting?
I did not.
No, I don't think anybody did.
Ollie Marmol. He did. Oh, what a pickup by Tovar. Fancy pickup on a hot shot by Chourio. 2 outs.
Well, this is going to be our Xfinity defensive play of the game. The in-between hop, backhand, smooth hands from the Gold Glover. Tovar resets his feet, throws a strike. That was really nice. You have to have soft hands, don't you, Huey?
Yeah, you do. And sometimes you just get in the position because you don't see that last hop all the way, but you've done it enough where you just anticipate where that ball's going.
That's a really good job, Huey, doesn't he? Getting his eyes to the level of the ball.
Yeah, and getting low to the ball. A lot of times, middle infielders, we're more upright in our preparation. On the corners, you're lower to start with, so it's easy to stay down there low. But for a middle guy, once you see that ball, you got to get back down to where you're only about a couple feet above the ground.
I never had a problem not staying low. 0-2 on Turan.
I could even go.
And that was handled by Hunter. So a good inning for Keegan Thompson. A couple of strikeouts and a 1-2-3-8. Between 4 and 6 to get your Rockies taco special at Moss at Taco Bell. I love those fans. Pretty.
I like the glasses.
Yeah. Troy Johnston, a double and a sac fly for Troy. This came against the left-handed starter Shane Drone. He's got a righty out there, and he's crushed righties this year. 9-1-2, hopefully 1-2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rockies need a big inning, and they're running out of time. 2-0.
They need to do what the Brewers did to them in the 6th. You need to have one of those innings. It'd be great.
Troy came into the ball game hitting .330 at Coors Field. .312 overall. OPS right in the 800 neighborhood. League average last time I checked was around .715.
And what was it? I think it ended, what, 717 last year? 716?
It's gotten lower and lower every year the last couple of years.
3-1.
It was
3-2.
719 last year. It's 712 this year.
Number probably will go up a little bit. Usually does. The heat of the summer months. 3-2. This is driven to center field, and it's chased down by Garrett Mitchell.
Second baseman, number 3, Willie Castro.
Willie Castro's 1 for 3. It's a unique homestand and much needed from a standpoint of you always want to play at home. But the Rockies had an off day a little more than a week ago at home. It was the first time they had an off day, and it was really half a day because they were coming back from playing the Dodgers. And again, just like against the Angels in Anaheim, they got in super late at night, which meant, you know, part of the day you're just sleeping. But the point was that was their first off day at home since April the 2nd. So now on this homestand, they had the half off day on Thursday is what we'll call it, and then a full off day tomorrow.
And then with a night game on Tuesday, so it's buying you a lot of time at home.
Willie drops one into right center field for a single. And if nothing else, I mean, if you don't have a family, you know, kind of do some of the things that have been on your list to get done at home, errands. If you have a family, you know, it's awesome that you're able to spend quality time and not have to be concerned about the clock and getting to the yard.
Maybe check something out at Red Rocks.
We'll look at Doug knows the calendar like 3 years in advance.
We'll film on the rocks tomorrow at Red Rocks. Princess Bride.
Princess Bride, yeah. Inconceivable.
Ezekiel Tovar with 1 out and 1 on. Tovar had a double and a run scored back in the first. Again, the Rockies got started on the right foot, up 2-0 early, then 3-1. And when you break down that 7-run 6th inning for Milwaukee, you always look and say, okay, where could the Rockies have maybe, you know, put their foot down and get a guy to stop and limit it to 3 or even, you know, 4 runs, which, you know, you never want to see happen, but it's baseball. The other team practices too. But when it expanded to a 7-run lead, now you're looking at a large deficit.
Yeah, that's where that Bryce Terang base hit to right field, driving in a couple. And Contreras driving in a run, even though it was a great play from Kyle Karros to be able to dive. And
the catcher's challenging the pitch.
Here we go, another challenge.
It's a 1-2 pitch. And fortunately,
the pitch is the ball. Milwaukee has exhausted their allotment of challenges.
Garrett Sanchez was wrong. I like that. Junior Valentine's saying they've exhausted their 2 challenges. You have no more. Varying his language. Love it. 2-2. 3-2 on Tovar. Hook to third. There's one. Terang in time. for a 5-4-3 inning-ending double play. To the ninth we go. It remains at Coors Field this afternoon. And the Rockies in the ninth inning, trailing by 5. It'll be William Contreras to face Keegan Thompson, and the diving attempt by Tovar. But he couldn't come up with the baseball, and that was smoked off the bat of Contreras. He has his second hit of the ball game.
Came in at 92 miles an hour. Just tell how loud that was, because it was 112 off the bat.
Whoa. Andrew Vaughn has a single and a triple today. He scored 2. He's driven 1 in. Thompson, third pitcher utilized today by the Rockies. Freeland went 5+. He gave up 3. Hill was charged in a third of an inning for the next 5.
I thought it was another good step forward for Kyle today.
He said that before he even had the start, he looked like he was on a mission today.
And that's another base hit. This time it was Karros diving. Both of those balls were hit with great authority. 2 on, nobody out for Gary Sanchez.
Well, we saw Kyle dive and make a play earlier, going to his left. This time just out of his reach.
This is Sanchez's second tour with the Brewers. He was with them for 1:24. Hit his 6th home run of the season in the 6th inning. 6 home runs in 101 at bats, and that's down the line, and that's going to add to Milwaukee's run total. Jogging home is Contreras. Vaughn in the 3rd, and he gets a stop sign there. Run scoring double for Sanchez. It's now 9-3.
Third RBI of the day for Sanchez. Gets a pitch of the slider variety inside. Puts it in that corner. His 4th double of the season.
That'll bring up Garrett Mitchell. Garrett's 2 for 4, single and a double. Sammy Peralta's now throwing in the Rockies' pen. He was just brought back to the big leagues today. This is going to work at the very least as a sac fly. McCarthy has it go off the glove at the top of the wall. We almost had a Joe Adele situation, and Mitchell has a 2-run triple. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the ball game.
In 3 consecutive at bats. Double, now triple. What an effort, though, in center field by Jake. And you're right, for a second I was afraid that was going to be off the glove over the wall.
The Brewers have banged out 16 hits today.
11-3, and this is going to make it 12-3. Sterling Thompson shows off his arm. That's a big arm. That was a 330-foot throw. Obviously, it's offline, and he never had a chance, but he's got a lot of arm strength. Here's McCarthy.
Off the glove, and luckily it was just about halfway up the wall and didn't go over it.
Sal Frelick, his second. at bat of the ball game. Fouled out on one pitch in the 7th, pinch hitting. Fouled out to Karros. Seven in the 6th, 4 very quickly in the 9th. 12-3. And that's a good pickup by Rumfield on another ball that was scorched.
A reminder, you can host your next corporate event at Coors Field. You can meet in our conference center, then take in a Rockies game. Professional, memorable, and uniquely Denver. Call 303 Rockies for more details.
To Garrett Mitchell, I don't know if he would have been anybody's first choice to be the first Brewer to produce 3 extra base hits at a game this year. Maybe Cheerio. This is a slicing base hit for Ortiz. And he's going to have himself a double.
You see,
maybe Christian Yelich, but the first guy is Garrett Mitchell.
Yeah, it's crazy. And Joey Ortiz finally joined the party. First guy without a hit in the Brewers lineup, in the starting lineup, so he finally gets one. And watching this lineup, you guys, I mean, this is where, you know, you kind of hope that the Rockies morph into a version of this. Like, you can survive without home runs if you have an athletic, contact, no chase lineup.
I'm thinking big, Billy. I'd like to see them morph into a team that does hit homers, but also is not perpetually at the top of the league in chase and swing and miss. I think with the right guys, you could have a combination of both. But to your point, I mean, so many clubs, not just mid-market clubs, so many clubs have to look at what Milwaukee's done, Cleveland, Tampa Bay, right?
Milwaukee's found a way to win out on the road, too. They've got the second best win percentage out on the road. You're talking about Tampa Bay. They got one of the best win percentages at home. It's 700. So, you know, to your point, you got all that, but you also got to take care of your own business.
Yeah, the Brewers 18-10 out on the road.
Only Atlanta has a higher win percentage on the road. They're 23-10 coming into today's game.
The catcher's challenging the pitch.
Let's see if Hunter can terminate another at bat. Chit-chatting with Cheerio.
The pitch is a ball. Colorado has exhausted their allotment of challenges.
I wonder if that would work in my household if I had, you know, all the questions my family asks me. If I say, hey, you've exhausted your allotment of questions.
Strike 3, now a tap. There's no Milwaukee can't tap, and Cheerio just realized that. Billy, the play at home is, you just exhausted us, Dad. Stop.
Brewers put up 4 more runs in the top of the 9th to take their lead to 12-3. Kelsey Winger, Corey Sullivan getting you ready for the post-game show presented by UC Health. A special moment here today. Kyle Freeland takes that overall spot for all times innings pitched.
Yeah, hometown kid now sitting atop the list. It's good to see. I'm sure we're going to talk a little bit more about him in postgame. Yeah,
will be great to talk about that. A special moment here, you guys. Kyle Freeland really loves putting on this uniform. Great to witness that today.
It was TJ Rumfield in the 9th inning. Rockies down 12-3, 0-1. The new pitcher is Craig Yoho. We saw Yoho on Friday, a couple of scoreless innings out of the Milwaukee pen.
Yeah, he has a plus changeup. Not too low average on the fastball, but it's his changeup is his go-to.
TJ's 0 for 3. Cubs who are coming to town, they're playing the Sunday night game at Wrigley against the Giants. Cubs been a tough team to figure this year.
Talk about streaky.
Yeah.
See Pete Crow Armstrong yesterday?
What do you got? Rumfield gone, a rare strikeout.
2 big homers for PCA yesterday, including one in the bottom of the 9th inning with 2 outs. Ended up winning a game against the Giants, the Gigantes. Right, they're all over the place.
He had been struggling too. I mean, he had been, like you just said, Chicago's been all over the place. PCA had been dropped to 9th in the order at one point. Hunter Goodman swings and fouls a ball into the glove of Gary Sanchez. Hunter's 0 for 3, had an RBI ground out in the first inning. And the Rockies took that 2-0 lead. Sugano is scheduled to open up that series on Tuesday against the Cubs. Cubs have not determined who is starting in any of those 3 games. Well, maybe they have, but they haven't shared it with the rest of the baseball universe. Lorenzen and Feltner, the other 2 scheduled starters for the Purple. 1 and 2 on Hunter.
The Cubs, like the Rockies, have tomorrow off, so maybe they're using that as an extra day rest for some guys, manipulate their rotation.
Hefo throwing that baseball away. No good anymore.
No.
Center field pretty well hit, and this got a chance to get out, and it will. To dead center, Hunter Goodman with his 17th of the year. '31st RBI for Hunter.
I mentioned the pitch for Yoho is his changeup. Hunter says, I can stay back on that. 424 feet on this home run. You see the changeup turned it over, but it stayed where Hunter could just center that ball right back where it came from. And he had to wait a long time on that ball.
He's like on pace for 40 homers this year. This is the last time we had a 40 home run hitter was Cargo. Was that 19?
Wasn't 19.
18?
Might be earlier than that. This is fouled off. We'll check. Hunter is so unusual in that this is a catcher who mashes. And Cal Raleigh, 60 home runs by a catcher. This ball's jacked to deep left field, and Karros will see Jackson Churio move back and make the catch.
Billy was 2015 for Cargo when he hit 40.
11 years ago.
Yeah, time flies, but now Hunter taking that lead away from Shea.
Drake Baldwin's been out for a while, but it hasn't slowed Atlanta down. Jake has an infield hit in 3 at-bats.
Well, and a reminder, too, that Nolan had 41 in 2019.
So that was the last guy to produce a 40-homer season for the Rockies. I mean, when he hit 30 last year, 31 to be precise, it had been since 2019 that the Rockies had a 30-homer player. They had 3 that year. They had Story, Blackman, and Nolan. To have a catcher who's a 30-plus homer guy, most unusual. Most career home runs. I mean, and Hunter's just getting going in his career. Hunter's 26. That's the beginning of his prime. And that is going to end the weekend. The Rockies fall in all 3 against the Brewers. The final score today, 12-4. Drowan gets the win. Jaden Hill suffers the loss.